5 years ago, I was the laziest person ever, and I was crying about the life I was living because I wasn't aligned, like I wasn't living the life I wanted. So this is why today I want to share with you what changed for me and how a lazy person can become actually disciplined. Hi my beautiful people, hope you're doing good. I'm back on YouTube. Like I missed YouTube so much. Today I wanted to talk about discipline because I hope this video is going to help you to become disciplined, because discipline is so important in your life. We know that discipline can be scary, or we know that we can think that discipline is prison, but I want to shift your perspective and to shift your thinking, because being disciplined is the best thing that ever happened to me. Because 5 years ago I was the laziest person ever, and I was crying about the life I was living because I wasn't aligned, like I wasn't living the life I wanted. So this is why today I want to share with you what changed for me and how a lazy person can become actually disciplined. Okay, the very first thing to become disciplined is seeing things as self-respect. And this is how I see fitness also as self-respect, and this is why I just work out every day. And if I don't work out every day, at least I do some movement, like I walk outside or I do some stretching, but I'm always moving. The very thing that you want to do, I want you to think about this thing as a self-respect, because what you want to do, it's part of you. And if it's part of you, it is something that is essential to you. And I don't think that you skip brushing your teeth. I don't think that you skip the shower, or you skip like things that are essential in your daily life, you know? So this is why you need to see your dreams, and ultimately like fitness also, because of course I'm into fitness, but you need to see it as self-respect. You need to see it as brushing your teeth. And this is crucial to understand how discipline works, because discipline is just being aligned and being like true to yourself and to who you are every day. Because when you're not disciplined, you're just doing things and just taking actions on things that are not you, or that are maybe secondary, but things that are not important in your life. So that's why discipline is ultimately the thing that is helping you to become who you really are, because it's doing the action, it's just taking actions that are part of your essence of who you are. So for me, it is content and it is fitness, because I see myself as an athlete, as someone that is working out every day. And I see myself as a content creator, so I'm making content. But at the time, 5 years ago, I wasn't like, I was just training just when I was feeling like motivated, and I was creating content just occasionally. And most of the time I was depressed and I was tired and I was overwhelmed, and I was like also inflamed, like my body was just so heavy, and because I was not inspired by my life, because I was not living the life I'm supposed to live. So this is the deep meaning of discipline, and this is why I want you to understand that discipline can transform your life and can transform you. Because if you do the work to be disciplined, you will be more you, and you will get more of that. This is how you are inspired, and this is how you become the person you want to become. It's by doing the things that are true to yourself, and that's how your life is transformed around that. So that's the first thing. I have my notes here, so secondly, I wanted to tell you about the identity. Discipline is above all an identity shift. I was talking about seeing myself as an athlete, because I just shifted, like, of course I'm not competing, but I just shifted like my identity. If my identity is being an athlete or a content creator or whatever, it can be like to be a writer, to be a writer, an author. If you want to write a book, it could be anything, you know. But if you shift your mind and think about the identity, your life and your days are going to be aligned with that. Meaning, if you think about thy identity, you'll feel that everything that is not part of this identity, it will feel fake to you. If you stick to the identity that, for example, for myself, I am an athlete, this is how I became really disciplined in my fitness, in my training, because I just felt almost guilty if I wasn't training. And I felt also not just guilty, but it's not like guilty, it's not the correct word, I think. It's more like accountable, like to be accountable, to be true to yourself. And when I just shifted my mindset and just became an athlete as an identity, I was just thinking, okay, today if I don't move, I'm not me. Like, I'm not me, because like you see yourself as this identity. So that's how you have this impulse, you have this almost like a purpose, you know, even if a purpose is a little bit different, of course. But when you think about identity, this is how you are going to feel triggered if you are not doing the thing that are part of this identity. So that's why I just think that identity, it's the best thing you can do, and you can think about it like to become disciplined. And I know sometimes you think that maybe seeing yourself as a singer, as a writer, as an athlete, at whatever, you know, as a YouTuber or as a content creator, maybe it's too big for you. I don't want you to think that it creates the opposite, like maybe an imposter syndrome, like oh no, I can't be that. Maybe instead of I'm an artist, you can just say, okay, I draw or I paint every day, you know. Oh, now I'm someone that changes. Now I'm someone that does hard things. So this is how you put an identity, just saying to yourself, oh, now I'm someone who changes. Now I'm someone that does hard things, you know? And this is what gives you the strength, the inner strength to go and to do the thing you need to do, like to go and to be that person, you know? But by just maybe just putting small steps before like a big identity, I don't know. But this is how you can just start to shift your mindset and start to change your days. Then we have the minimum. It's a concept that I just learned through James Clear Atomic Habits, and it's just like this changed my life. Like, if you think about the minimum, to do the minimum and not the perfect thing that you want to do, it really changes everything, because then you do it. When you think about a perfect workout, you don't do it. Like, you tend to do it when you're motivated, but then when you don't have the motivation, you don't do it. You just don't do it. Because you think about, oh my God, I need to do this. Like, maybe you're just imagining in your head like the time, like 1 hour, 1 hour and a half. Now I don't have time. I need to do this. I need to work on that. And you're like, okay, let's skip it. But then you skip every, like, I don't know, maybe 4 days in a row you skip it, and then it becomes a habit of not doing it. So this is why the minimum is key. Like, it's very important, like, to just go for the minimum. If you think about the concept of compound effect, this concept is so powerful, because if you read 5 pages of a book like every day, by the end of the year, you'll have read 7 books. Like, can you imagine 5 pages every day? It seems like so little, like it seems so small, 5 pages. But then the compound effect of that is that in 1 year, you could have read 7 books. So this is the same for training. This is why being disciplined is above all about doing the minimum. Because I used to think that being disciplined means do like super things or extraordinary things every day. And I used to think like that because I'm a perfectionist and I was always like aiming for perfection, I was looking every day for the perfect day, like the sensation of a perfect productive day, the feeling of a perfect workout, the one that you feel powerful, you feel strong and you're doing your thing. And I was always like looking for that feeling. And this feeling, it's not discipline. Like discipline is just doing the minimum every day. This will change your life if you're thinking about doing the minimum and being proud of doing it, because then the identity becomes valid. Because, okay, I just read 5 pages of a book. Okay, but I just kept my promise. I kept my promise because I said to myself I was going to be a reader. So if I was going to be a reader and I just read 5 pages, then my identity becomes like true to myself because I keep promises to myself. Whereas if you're not doing the minimum and you're just not doing nothing at all, you're not being in your identity. So you're not keeping your promises to yourself. And then you're not disciplined. So that's why it's key to be in the minimum, because then you'll see that the compound of it's becoming who you want to become, like it's being that person. Then we have controlling your environment. This is what I've been learning the past like 5 years, and as a people pleaser and as a overgiver, people pleaser, I just used to be there for people all the time. And don't get me wrong, like it's not that you don't have to be here, like to be present for people. It's not like that, but you just need to think about you first. Like you need to fill your cup of energy first, and you need to put yourself first so you can give then to others. This is key for me, and you're going to understand why I'm talking about environment control, because the environment, it's everything around you. Your friends, like your people, your family, like everything, your phone, everything that surrounds you and your space. It's key to be controlled and to support your actions and your discipline. Why? Because if you're not controlling your phone, for example, you don't control your phone, or you don't control your notifications or everything, or your social media. If you are not controlling that, you'll be always distracted. Always, like, oh, I need to answer, I need to text that person. Or then you scroll on social media for hours. This is why it's so important, like, to control that, to control the way you relate with people. You need to treat yourself as you already the person you want to be. Like, you need to treat yourself as a busy person, because that means that everyone can just disturb you. Everyone can take your time freely, and then you're giving your time all the time, and then you don't have time for yourself, and that's how you burn out and how you end up overwhelmed and end up depressed because you do nothing for yourself. So controlling your environment, it's key. Putting your phone on DND, do not disturb, is key. and also organizing your space to whatever you want to do. So you need to organize that space so there is no friction to do it. You need to reduce friction. You need to reduce things that will feed your excuses. So that's why preparation and environment control is key, because when you control the environment and you prepare, like you organize your space for what you want to do, it's reducing friction. It's reducing the thing that you think about, oh, I don't know what to wear. I don't know what outfit wear for my workout. So these are the kind of frictions that you could have, and those are excuses, you know. Your mind will always try to find a way to block you, to block you from what you want to do. So you need to be smarter than that. That's why organization, preparation, and controlling the environment is key. Then we have food and hydration, like water, food, things that give you energy. Maybe you wonder, what's the point here? The point is that you want to have the best energy you can have. And the energy, you get it from food, and from good food, and from water. When you are properly hydrated, you'll feel better. You'll feel energized. When you're feeling like you're too tired, take water, like drink water. Really, this is related to everything. When you try to have the most energy, you'll be able to do more things. And so then we have like water, we have like taking greens. I take greens in the morning for gut health, but also for my energy, because I'm feeling better then. You know, I have a complete green that has vitamins and all the things. So then you're feeding your body to have more energy to do things. So of course this is key, and this is going to help you to just win your day, you know, to have the willing to do things. So I know that for my non-European people, most of the time you'll find purified water, and purified water has no minerals. So this is not going to give you energy. You need minerals in your water. So either you find spring water, like you have a water, either you are able to find a water that has minerals, or you put some pink salt or sea salt in your water just to have minerals, because this is key to have the energy and the proper like minerals to give you that energy. I don't want to talk more about it. Like, you need food, you need protein, you need fruits, vegetables. Like, you need to eat well to feel energized. Last thing that I want to talk about, and it's self-trust. Self-trust is built, like self-trust is built and not found. Self-trust is what keeps the disciplined identity solid. And how you build self-trust, it's by keeping promises, but keeping one promise at a time, like one small promise at a time. And when you just keep your promise, like the 5 pages you read, you know, like this concept, you know, of the minimum. If you keep small promises, you'll be able like to build this self-trust, like step by step, and it will be bigger and bigger and bigger, because the hard part of being disciplined is that you're thinking about yourself and you're thinking about your past, and you don't have any proof of you being able to accomplish anything. So this is why you don't have self-trust, you don't have confidence when you are not disciplined. And that's what is keeping the loop, because like you're not disciplined because you know that you haven't been, and so then it's too hard to believe in you and to trust in yourself to become someone that is disciplined, because you haven't been in the past. So that's why this is a loop, and you need just to start small. And when you start small, I promise you, one step at a time. You want to become disciplined in fitness. Okay, let's just prepare my outfit. Let's just go there to the gym. Like you go there, but you just don't force yourself like even to train, you know? You just do the action to go there. You go to the gym and you just like, okay, no pressure, I'm starting small. And I'm doing 1 or 2 exercises, and then you're doing more. And it's like keeping one promise at a time. Or maybe it's just, okay, now I wake up at 6, or now I'm just going outside for a walk. You just have small goals every day, and you'll have small wins every day. So these small promises, it's what will build your self-trust. And self-trust is key to stay disciplined. And this is how I became disciplined. And of course, you'll have challenges, and I still have challenges, you know, because my goals are always evolving, and you're always pushing yourself for more. And of course, you'll evolve and you'll have other challenges, but just trust yourself in becoming that person. And you just need that identity shift, and you just need to start doing hard things, because at the end of the day, discipline is freedom. And this is why I want you to understand that being disciplined is being you, and it's feeling freedom and not prison. I used to think like that, but when you'll see yourself accomplish things, and when I mean accomplish, it can be like small things like running 3K, 4K, it can be anything. But when you'll see yourself doing new things, and above all, like doing things that you wanted to do, and you just told yourself you were going to do it, and you do it, then your trust, your self-trust, and your heart like will be opened, and then you'll continue, and then you'll become the person you want to be. So I hope this video helped you. Please leave me a comment, and I'll be back with the vlogs. Also, this was a sit-down video, and I'll see you in the next video.